A peek into the life of Norway. That is the title of the video that we're going to be reacting to today. By the way, welcome back to the channel, guys. Nice to have you. Thanks for stopping by. The video that we're checking out, the original channel, is called Mobile Instinct 2. Maybe it's a gaming channel where they do mobile games. I don't really know. Maybe this is just like a one-off video where they decided, hey, I'm just going to randomly do a little peek into the life of Norway video. I don't know. But it's called Mobile Instinct 2. And as always, there will be a link to the original video in the description section down below. Go check that out. Also, if you're into games, I'm going to be doing a new gaming channel. Stay tuned for that in the next couple days. If you're into Ark Survival, they just redid the game, revamped it for Unreal Engine 5, and it's called Ark Survival Ascended now. So I'm going to be checking that out if that's something you're interested in. So let's check this out.
All right, so I'm kind of in the central area of Norway. This is in Vik. Beautiful little town. This is right down in the dip here. The water,
oh, wow.
The mountains, the waterfalls. It's truly a beautiful little town. So I wanted to show you. Actually, if you saw the Black Church video, that's here.
Black Church.
But so if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But I wanted to show.
I wonder if he's talking about that 900-year-old Viking church. I did a video on that recently, actually. What is it? The Hofstede Castle, or not castle, church. Holstead Castle. I don't remember the name of it, but I did a reaction video to a 900-year-old Viking church recently, and I believe that might be what he's talking about, because it's black also, because they put a lot of tar on the wood to preserve it and make it waterproof and all that. So
show this because of how amazing it is. Show you the gas station, the schools, there's even a jail here, which is not like a jail like you may think of. So I'm going to show you that and hunt around for some interesting things.
First of all, the coloring. I mean, that looks nice, doesn't it? I think so.
Hunt around for some interesting things.
You know, maybe it's just the orange colors and the red colors and stuff like that they use in a lot of like right here, the painting on the side of this building. You know, and then you got the roof tiles that they use. It contrasts against the blue sky and the green grass really, really well. It just looks really nice.
Oh my God. Hang one of those above your fireplace. Yeah, this is what it looked like. 1922, it says.
Very cool. It just looks like it's starting to buffer. It just looks like something you'd see in a video game because it just looks so perfect. Like it looks sculpted, doesn't it?
Yeah, so Vik is a perfect town.
Well, evidently we're gonna have to drop it down to 720p, guys. My internet sucks. Bear with me. I apologize. I wish I had faster service in the area. I'd get it.
Town, I think, to show you what life is like.
Yeah, it shouldn't be buffering like this, though.
Here it has churches, schools.
So in the meantime, it's a good time to introduce the sponsor of the channel. Hey, I'm the sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. I do this all by myself. So hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. That will support the channel.
Gas stations, stores, and lots of homes right on the water. It's very, very pretty, but also it kind of really, I think, showcases what life is like in, at least in this part of Norway.
How would this depict it, though? I mean, it's just walking through a little village.
Wow,
you know?
Look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Why is my internet? Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with this. We're going to have to drop it down to 480p, like some cavemen.
Delicious looking.
Although on your end, it's not as noticeable because the screen is tinier because it's smaller. So I guess it's not going to affect you guys as much as it is me.
So English here is very fluent. I would say most people here speak at least some English.
Okay.
Norwegian, which has two really different languages that they use.
I bet you they don't speak as fluent English as the Dutch do.
German too, a lot of people. That's on my experience. I mean, maybe not everybody, of course, but these are pretty common around here. The extra, I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
And the time, that's the time, 7:23, 7:21, I believe that's when it's open.
Had to switch to my headset. It just sounds nicer. And I don't have to worry about it looping back into the
photography, so I'm not going to go crazy filming this, but I think this.
I don't have to worry about it looping back into the microphone. So if there was any echoing or anything like that in the earlier portion of the video, I do apologize sincerely, guys.
This is a local jail in this town, which is crazy.
It looks nice for it being a jail.
There's a plaque here about the prison. It says the prison in Vic is the only prison in this region. The prison has been in full business since 1865. Today, the number of prison cells is 39, and the prison is focusing on activities and employment for all the prisoners.
Wow. So they've had this prison or jail since the 1800s, and they only got 39 cells. So what, maybe 2 people in a cell, so rounded up to 40. You got like 80 inmates at most. That's not very many at all. That would not be like that in America. And over here, even in a small area, small village like that, they would have a big jail and half the town would be locked up in it, it seems like.
Aim is to enable them to get a job or start on an education after they are released. Work possibilities inside the prison are in a carpenter's workshop, a machine shop, a laundry, a food store, and in firewood production. The prisoners can attend courses in school classes.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, that's a whole nother deep dive. The prison system in Norway versus the prison system in America. That is that's a very contrasting. I mean, the difference is night and day, right? I did a reaction video on the difference between the prison system and the system in the United States, and the flaws and stuff of the American system, and the benefits of the Norway system, and how they rehabilitate and put a lot of care into reforming the people instead of just punishing them and locking them in a cement room like they do in America, which ultimately is just a crime school here. You get out, you have nowhere to go, you end up falling into a life of crime, and the whole time you're in there, you're just learning from other criminals. Like, it's a crime school. It's not a rehabilitation center at all. It's for profit. They make money on it. It's a whole thing. If that seems like something that you're interested in, I will try to remember to drop or to put like a card up here somewhere. Maybe over here. I don't know where it goes. I think it's in that corner. But anyways, if I forget, it is on my channel. Just go there, search like Norway. You'll find it. It is a very eye-opening experience. I recommend you guys go check it out.
The thing is, like, it's not a prison like we all think of. It's a community. It's a working community. These,
It looks like the retirement centers that you would see here in Florida. From the videos I've seen of like retirement centers and villages in Florida, it looks like this. Like, look at these gardens. Look at those plants. Like, that looks nice. That does not look like a prison. I'm just saying.
They're big on, which I agree with, they're big on rehabilitating people, getting them back on their feet, getting some sort of a career or education so they can be productive citizens when they get out. And that might not always work, but that's the theory and that's the goal. And I think that's great.
Exactly what I was talking about. I apologize for talking with food in my mouth. It's rude. But I wanted to pause it. I wanted to wait until he was done with the stop process, but this is incredible to me. I don't know why, but just the thought of having nature on top of your house where it's like it's part of it, that looks phenomenal to me. I don't know why, but that looks like one of the coziest red buildings that I've ever saw. Like I just want to go inside of there and just hang out. Like it just looks like it just looks comfortable. It just looks like, I don't know why. I haven't even seen the inside of it. It just looks like a basic structure, but something about the grass on top it just feels cozy.
But that's the theory, and that's
And the
goal.
moss.
And I think that's great.
Yeah, it is great actually. That's literally what I was just talking about. Go check out that video. It's a good one. And if you've already seen it, share it to one of your friends. Maybe they haven't seen it.
Sweet RV. It's an electric RV, I think.
That is a pretty sweet RV.
I don't know. They're really big on electric here. Most cars.
Doesn't Norway have a lot of like green electric though, like solar panels and like wind farms and like stuff like that? I'm pretty sure they're big on like green, like renewable energy sources. So like that would make sense.
These days are electric, and there's charging stations everywhere.
Nice. Yeah.
These.
I don't know about the rest of America. I can only vouch for, you know, where I'm from. You don't have that here. I think they actually did. There's like a car lot that went into town, and I think they have like a single electric charger plug thing, but like it's not a huge thing here yet. And it's crazy that it's like that. Like you see all these other videos of all these other countries and Europe and stuff, and they're so far advanced compared to us of simple stuff like that, like electric vehicle plugs. Clearly electric vehicles are the next thing, so get those plugs installed. You know what I'm saying? Norway's on it. Why in America? I mean, you know, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Detroit, like big cities like that, Indianapolis, whatever, they're going to have that kind of stuff, but like not little small towns like that. Like the village that they're showing right here in Norway is smaller than the town that I live in. There's like 6,000 people where I live. I don't live in town anymore, but like the closest town to me, right? It's small. You don't have nothing there. But then you see villages over here in Norway, Netherlands, whatever, and it looks like there's like it's like half the size, right? But they got like twice as much to offer. It's crazy. It's like it's a crazy imbalance.
These things are everywhere too. I don't know if everyone has seen these, but they are all the rage here in Norway.
What?
Like
they have electric robots mowing yards? What?
Roomba, but for your lawn.
That is crazy. I need that. My yard is too big to be out here.
You can see the Stave Church
mowing
here.
All the time.
The black church. It's all the way over there, but I did a video on that, so.
That is the one. I did a reaction video to that. It was inside a 900-year-old Viking church. Check that out. You know, I don't know if I'll remember or not. There may be a card up there. If not, there's a search option on my channel. Get over there and search for it, guys. You can do it. I have confidence in you.
If you haven't seen it, definitely check that out.
Really cool church.
The history,
yeah,
the way it looks, unbelievable church.
Hey, I need half of that firewood for this winter. I'm over here doing YouTube videos. I should be out there chopping wood because it's going to be cold this winter. I need firewood.
Oh, no way. The field has a big rover.
That's cool. A massive Roomba for your yard. I don't even see Roombas around here.
Way bigger, though.
Like, I know they exist. You just don't see them where I'm at. But then to see, like, the step beyond that where, like, they got one for your yard and then a big-ass one for this giant, looks like a soccer field, football to the Europeans. But that is just really cool.
This is Vic Stadium, or Vic Stadium. That is so funny. Look at that thing.
Although I will say, it looks like it's just randomly zigzagging through. Like, look at all these tire tracks. If somebody's particular or peculiar about their lawn, their yard, and they want those straight lines, you might not get it with that.
these houses are probably considerably more money than down here. I personally would rather live down here though, but maybe not. I mean, they might all be comparable, but the houses up on the hill have really amazing views of the waterfalls and the mountains and everything.
And speaking of that, what exactly is this right here? Is this a waterfall flowing down the side of the mountain? I don't see any snow peaks, so I don't think it's like a valley full of snow, because you'd see like little bits of snow in other places. That looks like it might be a really cool waterfall.
But, it's pretty much views everywhere, views all around, so
yeah.
I'm not sure how much that actually matters.
True. When it's so common, is there value in it? Right? It's supply and demand. When the supply is so high, there's less demand. Like, everybody has a good view, so nobody's fighting for a good view. Whereas here in America or other places, whatever, maybe you have a crappy view, but then there's these small isolated spots by the beach with a nice view. Those are going to be desirable because supply and demand, naturally people are going to want those more, So if it is a common thing, there'll be less demand, I think, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know down below, right?
Well, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Like he was responding to me almost. Dude, that thing just looks so cool.
That's awesome.
Like, what is...
So I believe this is a school here, getting some construction work done.
I love the oranges and the reds. Like I was saying earlier, it just contrasts against like the blues and the greens just really nicely. And I'm sure it's intentional. Like, color theory. Somebody was well versed in color theory, and they know, like, okay, well, orange is contrasting against blue, so if we paint stuff orange, it'll just look more vibrant and stuff. So I like it though. It's not boring, it's not bland.
But this is what it looks like.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a strange way to do the goal.
The scenery there is just beautiful.
Yeah, this is a beauty.
It's not as much of a beauty as that black church, though. Like, this here looks like a standard church. Like, we got churches here in America that look pretty similar to that, actually. Like, that's something I feel like I'd see like a couple miles up the road. And of course, our old churches have a lot of our old churches also have cemeteries and graveyards around them and stuff. Not the newer ones. I think they stopped doing that. But yeah, the back in the day, the couple 100-year-old churches that we do have, the few that we have, they'd look just like this. I mean, I don't have the picturesque mountain view in the background. Being in northern Indiana, it's relatively flat. But if you just don't pay attention to the mountains in the background, and you're just looking at the church, the cemetery, and maybe a few of these trees around, it looks very much like northern Indiana right there. Maybe it's because that's what like all our shingles look like, because we don't have like, I mean, you go out to like California and stuff like that and you see like the orange clay tile shingles, but not so much here in the Midwest. Northern Indiana, we have a lot of just basic white houses with the gray shingles, just like what this church looks like.
Also, everywhere you look are these slugs. They're pretty big.
Okay, I thought it was a weird beetle at first. That's a big slug though. I mean, it would have been a big beetle, of course, but that is a big slug. It looks, I don't know if we have slugs that look like that around here. I think ours look a little different. Ours aren't brown. I think ours are like a light gray. Maybe not quite as big.
And then down in the south, I down by like Oslo and anywhere down there, they have big black ones, like way bigger than that.
Really?
So, and that's their big thing. I mean,
that's the big thing. Norway has a diverse slug ecosystem. Now you know.
Other than that, I've seen a couple snakes and seen some deer. The deer are definitely a little bit smaller. That's really it. Oh, a hedgehog. And the hedgehog is bigger than, like, most people have a pet hedgehog. It's like, you know, maybe the size of your fist or double the size of your fist. They're way bigger than that. Not, I mean, they're not monsters by any means, but they're just bigger than that. Maybe twice.
They're not monsters. They're hedgehogs.
The birds
I like those balconies.
Oh yeah. Look at that. It's like a
oh, wow.
postcard or a calendar photo.
Yeah, it looks just like you would see in a postcard for sure. Yeah, again, I'm loving these reds and oranges. Whoa. That is cool. Is that slate? Are those shingles made out of slate?
The roof on this thing.
That is cool. That might be cooler than the grass
That's
on
awesome.
the top. I don't know. That's a heavy chain. What is that for? You see that thing? Look at that beefy chain on the front of that. What is that? Does anybody know what that is? Let me know.
This
Well,
is what?
Hold on now. Okay, I seen that wrong. I don't know why it looked like somebody hanging off the side of the building. I was kind of concerned. I don't know what that is. It looks like somebody's got like a clown painted on the side of that. I don't know. I'm glad it's not a person hanging. I seen it, but he didn't say anything. He glossed over, like, wait, what did I just see? Clearly, that's not what it was, and it's not. But you could see how I could see that, right? That's interesting.
This is what looks to be the only gas station, at least that I saw. I'll take you inside to show you.
Oh, food. I got chips. Shout out Sun Chips. These things are great. Ice cream. I've seen, you know what? I've seen these. I've seen these things. It says creme. Yeah, I think we have those here, actually. Okay, a bunch of different kinds. We have those too. The little, here in the bottom right, like the little colorful pops. They're a different brand, but they look just like that. Well, actually, I think ours have 3 colors. Like this has 2. Like you got the red and then yellow, so like 2 different flavors. I think a lot of ours have like 3 colors on it, but like other than that, it looks like it's probably about the same type of product for sure.
This is
Coca-Cola. Can't go anywhere without seeing Coca-Cola. Not even in Norway.
nice little place, nice little eatery here. It's a gas station, of course, but you know, they serve all kinds of food in here.
Right. I mean, ours are like that too. It's a gas station / convenience store. Now you can get like menu items off the hot grill, like those hot dogs or whatever that was on those grill rollers. Yeah, it's pretty common around here too to see gas stations like this. I drop my chips everywhere. I'll clean those up later.
Gem here, high on top of the hill, overlooking. Actually, you can't even see the town now.
What is that? Is that like an old castle? That looks really cool. I like that round part on the side. I don't know why, but like just round buildings. I don't know why, it just does it for me. Like it just looks so aesthetically pleasing. I love it.
This stone church, not very big church, but it's pretty awesome. So this guy Blix,
it used to have windows. Why are these windows blocked over? Did they fortify it during like some battle hundreds of years ago? You know, was the town getting attacked and they had to use it as fortification? Perhaps it looks like it looks like all the windows were cemented over. Wonder if there's a reason for that. Does anybody know? Let me know down below. I'm not trying to rhyme, but it just comes out that way.
Not very big church, but it's pretty awesome. So this guy Blix, he is referred to a lot throughout the town, and he purchased this and saved it from demolition, and ended up restoring it or fixing it up way back in the day. And now it's like a staple in the town. Everybody loves it, of course. And he's
It's not as big of a staple as that black church, though. I mean, that's like the oldest Viking church there is, I think.
actually buried under this church. And I think you can go in it normally, but it's kind of late in the day and it's not open.
I guess that is pretty common in Europe. A lot of people would be buried at their churches. That's something I found out recently. Actually, I think it was when I did the reaction on that black church, that 900-year-old Viking church. I believe that's the one, but it said something about in the video that it's very common for people to be buried under the churches. And then there was a bunch of comments on the video where people were telling me that that's how it is in their European village or whatever they're from. But yeah, it's pretty interesting how much different things are around the world, you know?
But I figured I'd show you anyway.
I like old doors like that too. Like it just looks cool. Like that. Like it's just, oh, that's not cement. I thought that was cemented off. So from a distance, it looked like those windows were covered over. It's not. It's just really dark stained glass. It's got some metal bars over it. So maybe there wasn't much reflection on it, so I couldn't tell that it had glass in it. Unless this isn't the same window that I was seeing. Maybe this is a different one, different angle than he was showing before. I don't know.
Hove farmland, Hove, I believe. Yeah, and they built a church on it, and now it's pretty much other farms and church or other farms and houses here, but they're all buried here. The Hove family.
Yep, they sure are.
With Asana,
After we get past.
Wake up. New OBS experience.
Evidently, that's the end of that video. It just happened to go to the autoplay. I was checking out some OBS stuff, so I guess I got that in my watch later list for next. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed that video, please do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. Share the channel or specific videos with your friends. Put that stuff on Facebook. Do whatever you want. I will not be upset at all. Any little bit of engagement does help the channel, and I appreciate it more than you will ever know. You guys are awesome. Stay cool. Have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, take care.